Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is Championship Wrestling from Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 2 days away from our big event, Lords of the Ring. Now, off screen, I started making some adjustments to this save, and I decided, you know what? I have so many adjustments to make. Why don't I just do a show on the adjustments? So here we are. I want to show you what I've done so far. T.J. Khan and Steve Lawler were going absolutely nowhere. Okay? So I decided to pair them up, put them under hoods, and call them the Super Assassins. Now, the real Super Assassins, of course, were in the early 90s, mid-90s in WCW, and it was actually Warlord and Barbarian under the hoods for a little while. But I decided that we're going to do it down here in Florida. Now, Florida has a history of assassin tag teams, so this makes total sense to do. But Lawler, Steve Lawler, and T.J. Khan on their own are going to do absolutely nothing. So I've put them under hoods. They're going to wear the assassin bodysuits, and they are going to wrestle as the Super Assassins, and of course, they're going to be managed by Sir Oliver Humperdinck. So this is, we have to do something here, and this is what we're going to try to do. Now, the Super Samoans, obviously because we have the Super Assassins, we've now changed the name of the Super Samoans over to the Savage Samoans. So what we really need to do right now is make an update to our spreadsheet roster, because we haven't done that since they all left last show, and I should have done it right away and I didn't. So we know that the Rock and Roll Express is gone. We know the Armstrongs are gone. We still have the Road Warriors are gone. So we have the Steiner brothers. We know the Russian team is gone because there's only Ivan Koloff still here. We know Rude and Fernandez are gone. And everybody else is here. So this should work out really well for us now to having an almost even number of tag teams. Let's see if we can't go ahead and create ourselves another heel tag team out of what we already have. So Bob Armstrong is gone. We have Johnny Ace on the roster? We do. We've never even used them. All right, so we'll move up the sheep herders here. And Ed Gantner is still on the roster. Barry Windham is still on the roster. Jimmy Garvin. All right, let's move everybody up. All right, everybody's been bumped up. Now let's remove the heels that have left. Rick Rude and Manny Fernandez are gone. Ric Flair is gone. We're going to put Kevin Sullivan up top because he's technically our Florida champion. Now, let's move everybody else up here. And Mike Rotundo is no longer the champion. So let's verify. Let's verify Ivan Koloff is still with us. Ivan Koloff is no longer with us. So we can go ahead and get rid of him. And Tony Anthony, Tom Pritchard, Buddy Landell. Okay, they're still with us. Lex Luger is with us still, heel. So Jim Babyface. Okay, I think we're pretty cleaned up here. We do have Bart Batten, heel. He's there, okay. Morton and Gibson. Denny Brown are gone. So we're even now on light heavyweights or junior heavyweights. So let's put the Barbarian here. You can call me crazy, folks, but it's very difficult to have a successful save if you are not organized with your roster. Creates a lot of problems for you. All right, let's take a look. Now we have 44 wrestlers right now. We're going to move Mitch Snow to Enhancement. Just the way it goes. Ron Garvin's still with us. Double check that one now. Yes, Ron Garvin is still with us. Ron Bass, I think, got hurt. Yeah, so let's go ahead and read him off. And we know we're not going to have him for too much longer here. Ron Bass is injured pretty bad. Of course, we have Oliver Humperdinck and Hiro Matsuda as heel managers. So, okay, this is good that this is cleaned up. So right away here, we know. Is Calypso Jim on there? He is. Okay. Right away, where's Steve Armstrong here? Steve Armstrong, a middleweight. Let's double check. Lightweight. Okay, we'll plug him in. He's already on there. Okay, so we know we need more enhancement talents, okay? Let's prowl the unemployed here. Reset all this. We're looking for unemployed, male, 45 years old tops. They're too broken down, they're not going to help us. Can work in USA, and that's all we need for now. So it looks like we're actually okay. We could use one more heel tag team, but it's not necessary. Yeah, we're actually pretty okay here. So let's take a look for enhancement talent. Dino Casanova is a perfect enhancement talent for us. Handshake, yes, okay. Just want to make sure that that's what it was. So he would work out very well for us as enhancement talent. Charlie Cook was a good hand in his day at the end of his career. Terry Ellis, enhancement all the way. Okay, we'll sign Steve Party. Scotty Williams can do enhancement for us. Rob Van Winkle was the pink assassin. Rex King, unsigned here. Pat Rose. Joe Williams will sign for enhancement. You'll notice in my other saves, these same names are used pretty often. Butch Schultz, get him in there for enhancement. Okay, I think that's going to do the trick for us here. We'll sign Petrucci too for enhancement. Oh my goodness. The wrestlers I have added. All right. Is there anybody on here that we might potentially want to bring in? Bobby Duncombe is always a draw, but is Bobby Duncombe really going to help us out? Probably not. Okay. So let's just leave the roster as is for now. We have a lot of talent on the roster, of course. And we're cleaned up here. We don't know what we're going to be dealing with for the Lords of the Ring card because we just don't know who will be available for the card. Now, we've lost a lot of those wrestlers. What we can do is skip ahead and see if we pick up these enhancement talent wrestlers. And we have to build the Lords of the Ring card here. So, but we can't do that until we know who we have, which is the problem with being a child company. Makes things a little difficult on us. Now, we have a lot of homegrown talent, which we're going to be able to use here. But the ones that are sent down to us have the potential to not be available when the show comes. Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't we build the card together, and then we can always book the card on the next show. But we can build it before ahead of time, which is what I always like to do. We are going to run the Eddie Graham Sports Complex. There's no reason not to. So let's go back and see who's gone. Oh, man. This is what I'm talking about. Even Samu is gone. Are we even going to be able to fill 8 matches? Oh, look at that, everybody. That's all we have. That's all we have. Our champion is not available. Steve Kern is not available. Wow. Wow. Buddy Landell's at least available. Well, we have our main event. Our main event's going to be Terry Gordy versus Buddy Landell. No, we do have Lex Luger. So Mike Graham versus Lex Luger is going to be our main event. Okay, and then we're going to have Terry Gordy versus Buddy Landell for the Florida television title. We do have Shaska Watley. So Shaska Watley can face Brady Boone again for the Florida Junior Heavyweight title. Do we have the Sheep Herders? Well, let's take a look and see what tag teams we have. Okay, we do have the Sheep Herders. No, we don't have the Sheep Herders. Oh, boy. This is not good. Okay, we can do the Southern Boys and the Rock and Roll Rebels. And we're probably going to have to bump that up here. Do we have another babyface team? We don't. So I'd like to put the Super Assassins on the card. We have Michael Hayes available. This is brutal. And we have a Diaz and Vaughn available. So we can have Brian and Diaz versus Michael Hayes. All right, there's Ricky Vaughn, of course, spelled wrong. So let's take a look and see who we have left here. We go into singles mode. We could have Calypso. We have Ed Gantner available. He's a name for us. We also have Kokina. Scott Steiner. How about we have Ricky Vaughn versus Scott Steiner? No, Ed Gantner. And this is just very difficult booking this way. We have Sting, we have Scott Steiner, we have Kokina, we have Calypso Jim. Let's put the Super Assassins against Sting and Scott Steiner. I know, very weird pairing. And why don't we do Calypso Jim versus Kokina? Okay, overall, this is not a very good card. We do have a potential. We do have potential for a couple good matches on here, but overall, this is not a good card. This is becoming a very difficult situation booking Championship Wrestling from Florida because we don't know who's going to be here. And then our own talent that's pretty much exclusive to us is not over yet. So we're in a very, very strange situation here where it's difficult to put together a solid card. So, well, with that said, everybody, that's going to do it for us for this episode. I just wanted to go over some planning and show you, how we have to redo the roster here and some changes that we've made to try to overcome, the struggles we have here. And we do have a lot of struggles here. This is difficult to book, very difficult to book. So we'll be back again tomorrow, obviously, with another show. But it's most likely not going to be another Championship Wrestling from Florida show. But the next time we do run our CWF show, it is going to be Lords of the Ring, our big event at the Eddie Graham Sports Complex. So if you haven't done so already, everybody, please hit that subscribe button and talk to us below. Leave a comment. Let us know how you found the channel. Let us know what you think of the channel. We're happy to have you. And tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us what you like. And feel free to even tell us what you don't like about the save. Also, you can join us on social media, facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. You can also find us on subreddit as TEW 2020 Friends. Version 9 is available, everybody, through Patreon, patreon.com/PowerCastNetwork. To everybody else, it will be available October 1st. So in the meantime, if you would like to play version 8 and you don't have it already, go to braddrake.net, drop me a line, and I'll be more than happy to send you over a link to the database and the picture pack. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, to this episode of Championship Wrestling from Florida. We'll see you next time.